Om Shanti. This is the Avyakt Murli of 16th of October, 1975. And the title is Yuktis to become an embodiment of success by having control over the power of thought. While taking support of the body and performing every action on the field of action as a karma yogi, are you constantly stabilized in the incorporeal stage? Since your name is Karma Yogi, it proves that you are a yogi. That is, that you perform every action while being stable in the incorporeal stage. You cannot remain without performing action for even 1 second. To take support of the physical senses means to be constantly performing actions. Just as you cannot remain without performing actions, in the same way, you cannot remain without having remembrance. That is, you cannot remain without having yoga for even 1 second. This is why the word yogi is added to karma. Just as your physical organs have the natural practice of constantly performing actions, so too the intellect should have the natural practice of remembrance. All the physical organs have their own eternal tasks to perform. You don't have to labor to move your hands or feet. In the same way, the intellect's eternal task, the task from birth in this Brahman life and the life of the confluence age, is remembrance. Whatever the original and eternal task is in one's life, it is natural and easy. So do you experience yourself to be an easy karma yogi in this way? Or do you find it difficult? This is your task every kalpa. So if you are still finding it difficult, that is, if you are not constantly experiencing the karma yogi stage, what is the reason for this? If you are not able to have yoga, then you are definitely still engaged in enjoying something that would give you temporary happiness through the senses and that will deprive you of permanent attainment. This is why you forget your original task. Just as when today's wealthy people and iron-aged kings are so engrossed in enjoying material things that they forget their own original task of ruling. They forget their own right. In the same way, because the soul is engrossed in enjoying temporary material things, it forgets to have yoga. That is, it forgets its own right. While there is the temporary enjoyment of material things, where there is enjoyment of physical things, there cannot be yoga. This is why you find it difficult. At present, Maya first attacks the intellect of the Brahmin children. She first breaks the connection of the intellect just as when before an attack. The enemy first cuts all the telephone and radio connections while electricity and water are broken, and then the attack takes place. In the same way, Maya first cuts the connection of the intellect through which light, might, powers, and the company of knowledge are automatically stopped. That is, Maya makes you unconscious. She makes you unconscious to your own form and makes you forget total awareness. In order to protect yourself from this, you need to pay constant attention to the intellect. Only then will you easily become a constant karma yogi. Practice this to such an extent that you are able to stabilize your intellect wherever you want, so that you are stable in that stage as soon as you create the thought. Constantly continue to perform this drill of the intellect. One moment be a resident of Paramdham, the next moment be an angel of the subtle region, and the next become a karma yogi who takes the support of the physical organs. This is known as having control over the power of thought. Thoughts are the creation, and you are their creator. You should only have thoughts for as long as they are necessary. Your intellect should only be engaged where it should be. This is known as having all rights. You lack this practice. Therefore, practice this by making a program for yourself and check yourself. Were you able to stabilize yourself in that stage for as long as you wanted? A hatha yogi fixes a time to keep his organs, either his leg or his arm, stable for a fixed time. He would keep his leg or arm either up or down for a certain length of time. He would keep his head raised or lowered for a certain length of time. However, this is a wrong way of copying. Baba has taught you to sit by having one thought in your intellect. Copying this incorrectly, they stand on one leg. Baba asks you to stabilize yourself in one thought, and they keep themselves stable on one leg. Baba says, constantly remain in front of the sun of knowledge and don't turn yourself away from him. They then sit with their face in front of the physical sun, so this is copying incorrectly. Is it not? You are now learning the accurate practice of the yoga of the intellect. They do it by force, whereas you do it with right. This is why that is difficult and this is easy. Now continue to increase this practice so that everyone can become united in 1 second. When everyone within the gathering has one thought, one awareness, and one form, the name of this gathering will be glorified and there will be victory. Just as you unite people's idea for a physical task or in service, that is, only when everyone becomes united and has the same opinion does a task become successful. So too, everyone within the gathering should have one thought, whether you want the awareness of the seed or the seed stage. Everyone should become stable in that seed stage. When all of you are embodiments of the same awareness, you will experience the results of success in every thought. That is, you will become embodiments of success. Whatever you think and whatever you speak, you will see that in a practical form. This is known as being an embodiment of success. This is a sign of victory. The memorial of this is the iron-aged mountain. Everyone has to give their finger at the same time. This thought is the finger. So now, create such programs. If within a gathering, everyone has the same awareness, then the atmosphere becomes very powerful. You would then experience the bhakti of the fire of love, and these vibrations would spread in all directions. Just as when an atom bomb is detonated somewhere, its particles spread in all directions. That is an atom bomb and this is the Atmic spiritual bond. The impact of this would attract many souls, and there would easily be expansion of the subjects. Just as an atom bomb leaves its effect on the earth for a long period of time, so too unlimited disinterest would leave an impact on the ground of their practical life, and therefore subjects would easily be created. Acha, to those who practice the spiritual drill, to those who constantly have a total right and are world benefactors, to the souls who put every thought into practice and therefore become embodiments of success, to those who make matter subservient to them and make it work under their control, similar to the Father, to such completely powerful souls, Bapdada's love, remembrance, and good morning. Personal meeting. What chart should the Maharati children be keeping at present? At present, it is the season for the Maharati children to become embodiments of success. Their every word and thought should take practical form. According to the drama, that can only happen when their every thought and word are powerful and filled with truth. Therefore, Maharathis should now keep this chart. Whatever thoughts I have during the day, whatever words emerge from my lips, how many of them take a practical form? Thought is the seed. Powerful seeds will give good fruit. This is known as thoughts taking a practical form. So throughout the day, how many thoughts and words take a practical form? Whatever you speak according to the drama, it should only be that which is going to happen practically. For this, you have to pay attention to making your every thought and word powerful. This should be the chart of the Maharathis at present. On the path of Bhakti, it is said, this person is one who has total success. So here too, those whose thoughts and words take a practical form are revealed. Because of that success, someone who does not have that success cannot be revealed. In Bhakti, many gods and goddesses are very well known, whereas others are not. They are known as gods and goddesses, but they are not so well known. The basis of becoming well known is to make your thoughts and words take a practical form. Through this, you will automatically become an Avyakt angel and your time will be saved. You will automatically stop speaking because you have to go to the land of silence. This is why those sanskars of silence and of being an angel will automatically pull you towards themselves. Service will also expand so much that you will not have any chance of doing service through words. You will then definitely do service through your eyes, through your smiling face, and sparkling jewel on your forehead. This transformation will take place, will it not? You will be able to increase this practice when you keep your chart. This is the chart of Maharathis. Maharathis should no longer keep the chart of whether they caused sorrow for anyone or whether they indulged in vice. That is the chart of the cavalry. The chart of Maharathis has to be something great. Now make plans amongst yourselves for deep effort. This is why you are given time every now and then. You don't have time during melas. In the melas, you become engaged in a different type of service. At mela, the time to give to others, and after the mela, it is time to fill yourself. During melas, your days and nights are spent in giving, are they not? Bapdada knows that since you become instruments to give to so many souls, you would definitely have thoughts and plans of giving. Only then would you automatically be able to receive the certificate of contentment. Making everyone content helps you to take a high jump in your efforts. All this has to be done, but it has to come later. You are noting down everything, so sit and revise it later. Whatever you are receiving now, you are accumulating that in your intellect. But when you sit and revise it, go into its depth, you will be able to take others into the depth. Whatever is happening now, whatever is taking place now, Bap Dada is happy and content with it. Acha, blessing, may you be a conqueror of attachment and an embodiment of remembrance by transforming limited responsibility into the unlimited. In order to become a conqueror of attachment, change your form of consciousness. There is attachment when you have the consciousness of being a householder, that you have a home and relations, etc. Now transform limited responsibilities into unlimited responsibilities, and the limited responsibilities will automatically finish. However, if you forget the unlimited responsibilities and simply fulfill limited responsibilities, you will make everything worse, because that duty then changes into the illness of attachment. Therefore, change your form of consciousness and become an embodiment of remembrance. Slogan: increase the power of stability, and you will easily be able to change your stage of being under another influence. Om Shanti.